Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, Wendy O. We are live on the Tiki Tacky. We are live on YouTube, and we have to talk about the bullish Ripple court decision. We're going to cover all of the details because Ripple really just exposed the SEC for the absolute clowns that they are. And most of you that watch my show understand this. Also, too, there's been some crazy stuff coming out with the FTX thing. We're going to cover that today. My hair is so big. Hold up. My hair is so big you can't even see it. I didn't even have time. I did not have time to like completely do my hair or get ready this morning because I was kind of like dragging because I have so many things to do. And yes, but we're going to talk about it. Plus we're going to talk about the whole XRP thing because honestly, you guys, it is so bullish as far as regulatory landscape for the entire industry. And I'm just very excited. Like, I don't think people understand how big this is, like how absolutely big this is for the entire crypto industry, because we finally have some regulatory clarity. Yes, there's no bill, there's no law, but it is an actual court case. This is an actual court decision from the judge. Case law is used, especially in legal areas legal decisions when it comes to gray areas. Crypto is a very gray area. Crypto, NFTs, Bitcoin, whatever you want to call it, it's a gray area. And yes, NFTs will make a comeback. Just a lot of you guys bought garbage. Okay, a lot of you guys bought garbage. There's a lot of garbage put out there. A lot of people shield the idea of community. There was no, you basically are paying to get into a club, which is stupid. Fine, that's cool, whatever. But a lot of people became bag holders because they weren't taking profit. They weren't making moon bags. They weren't doing these things. Also, shout out to Little D and the copter. Anyways, also too, Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins, and Kenny O knows, Pudgy Penguins, they were able to broker a deal with Walmart to get Pudgy Penguin stuffed animals in Walmart. Walmart is an American staple. Walmart is one of the biggest chains in America. People go there for home essentials, for home goods, for some luxury items. When I say luxury items like candles, those types of things, we're in a recession, and for food items, okay? The fact that we have an NFT project, a Web3 project that is currently in a Walmart available for purchase for like $8 or $9, that is actually affordable for Americans during this recession, is outstanding. And there's a bunch of dumb people on Twitter with their dumb takes. Oh, this is ghetto. This is dumb. It's supposed to be a Sotheby's. It's art. Blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Do you guys understand how many high-end name brands ended up going from being super high end to being in the affordable area? Do you guys remember that? For example, Justice was a very popular teenage, like tween teenage girls clothing company that they had Justice stores. Like, they were kind of pricey. Okay. Your parents had a little bit of money to get. I remember because it's up in my era. Now those clothes are being sold at Walmart, that same brand. Why? Well, there was no longer a market for them to be a higher end brand. So they went ahead, they kind of almost somewhat rebranded, and now they're available at Walmart, and the company's still in business. Okay. The reason why they did that is they weren't able to capture those high value sales. So they're able to capture lower value sales, probably in more bulk. They're making money. Okay. Rebranding is very important with any type of brand, There's some brands that you won't see. And I'm trying to think, there was a couple brands in my mom's day, like a Liz Claiborne, big, massive brand, super high end, but then you were able to get it at Macy's. The reason why they did that, they weren't obtaining those sales. True Religion, I don't know about True Religion because you could still get it the higher end, like Nordstrom Rack and stuff in Nordstrom. But I'm just saying, like, having a Web3 brand in Walmart is absolutely amazing. Like, it's amazing. That's real utility. That's real value. Bored Apes are still doing some great stuff too with their IP stuff. They're building. Those people are building as well. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my little bit of NFT spiel, and I'm not doing any dedicated NFT videos anymore because nobody's watching them. Nobody cares. But music NFTs will definitely do well. GameFi is going to continue to do well. All of those types of things. So let me check my YouTube chat. We've got 106 intelligent, beautiful, smart people here, and only 42 likes. I need to get at least 60 likes. But we got to say hello to Mike, to Brian, to Little D, to Kenny O, to all sorts, to Yahtzee. Chili cheese omelet with tater tots. Oh, I'm so hungry. Roland. I'm out of breath. I'm so tired. You guys, I'm so hungry. I worked out hard yesterday. All right. Anyways. I digress. We got to get into the news. I'm tired though. I'm really tired. Before we talk about the news, I need to show you guys something, and I hope you guys can attend. Well, let's cover a couple things first. We're going to get into it. All right. So first we have this tweet from Ryan Selkis. He just says active developers in crypto are down to their lowest level since the end of 2020. Keeping an eye on this chart. This is very interesting. And the reason why this is actually interesting is just showing that a lot of people aren't necessarily building as much now. They're not necessarily building as much now. And that's a good thing to know. Okay. Summer of 2020 is when things absolutely popped off. So one of the things that we're seeing, our team is seeing, we're on Friendtech. We're on Friendtech, and the networking capabilities there is absolutely insane, like absolutely insane. So we're going to continue growing and building on there. We're actually going to start hosting spaces on Friday, get some other people in there, all of these different types of things. So I highly recommend some of you guys take a look into Friendtech. Also too, if you purchase any of my shares, we're not promising any type of value. There's no value. You're just kind of joining to network. If you don't want to do this, not your, like whatever it is. Thank you for the heart, Richie. I appreciate it. But we're doing Friendtech because there's a lot of opportunity to grow there. A lot. It's crazy. And me and Raider, we're going to come up with a video for you guys so you guys can see exactly what it is and how it works. But there's a lot of value there. And a lot of people are building over on Friendtech. That's where a lot of the devs and the builders are, is over on Friendtech, on Coinbase. Anyways, I digress. Let me just go ahead and show y'all really quick. Let's go to my profile. It's going to scroll down. I lifted yesterday. This is me lifting for anybody who cares. This is me lifting. I don't know how much it was. So it's 30 on each side and then whatever the bar is. And I'm wearing fuzzy socks because I thought it was going to be cold. Eric says, I still can't buy XRP on Coinbase. Is it because I'm in New York? Probably. A lot of times, if you guys read the terms of services, you will get a lot of answers there. Hey, Wendy, did you know you were featured on CoinMarketCap today? By the way, Squid Girl fam loves you. Shout out to Squid Girl. We love the Squid Girl community. Mr. P is my favorite. I will have to say Mr. P is my favorite just because I'm ridiculous like that. But this is me lifting. So yay to me. Woo. All right, now let's get into the real stuff. Let me provide some real value. Okay. First and foremost, just so you guys know, this is the current crypto market cap. We're like, kind of chilling. XRP is up 4.8%. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about the Ripple ruling. We're going to talk about every single thing that's going on in regards to that, okay? And how this impacts Binance, how it impacts Coinbase, etc. One thing I do want to say is a lot of people, especially my tic-tackies, well, it only pumped a little bit. The number didn't go up high enough. Guess what, you guys? We're in a bear market. And if you are not understanding what a bear market means, if you don't understand what a bear market means, I don't know what to tell you. Price does not equate to utility. Repeat that with me. Price doesn't equate to utility. Okay. Why are we saying this? Because a lot of you guys get so pressed about price, you forget your trading and investment plans, and you just get tired and you get irritated. Investing and trading is hard. You're not going to get rich overnight. You're not going to make a lot of money overnight. If you're making money super fast, there is something flawed. Okay. The people that are making a lot of money with meme coins, a lot of that is luck and timing, etc. But we're talking about a project. We're talking about Ripple. We're talking about their project XRP, which they have been in a serious battle with the SEC. We're also in a bear market, you guys. We are in a bear market. There's not a lot of liquidity happen. Like, we still do have liquidity, but it's nothing crazy. And I also want to show you this too. This is the total crypto market cap, everything, including, I think this one includes Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this includes Bitcoin. Let's go to the weekly chart. Let's zoom out. I want to show you guys something, okay? We are currently sitting at a $1 trillion market cap. At the peak of the bull run, we got close to about $3 trillion. The market cap, if my math is correct, is about 1/3 of what it was in the bull run. Of course, you're not going to see insane price pumps. That's not the way this stuff works, okay? And if you're somebody who's buying and expecting news and numbers going to go up, you're going to get wrecked, and you are probably not going to do well in the crypto space. You're not going to, because it's not the way it works. If anything, like, this is great news. Like, fundamentally, this is great news long term, and I'm super excited for the XRP community. This is amazing. This is amazing for the entire crypto industry. But let's do a little bit of quick TA over here. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start with the fresh naked chart because I got so many lines on here, and we're going to cover Bitcoin. Don't worry. But make sure you guys smash a like. We have 157 of you amazing people in here. And we only have 76 likes. So let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Smash those likes. Also, too, if you guys want to go ahead and short XRP, some of you are saying that on TikTok, you can do so with my FEMX ref link. The ref link is going to be down below. If you want to use it, great. If you don't want to use it, fine. That's your business. Always read the terms of services, etc. Now, when we're taking a look at Ripple, we're currently trading above the EMA 200 here on the daily. However, the fact that we had this price pump to about 53 cents and the swing wick low back down tapping on the EMA 200 is not too terribly great. Okay. It looks like we're probably going to get back down again. And one of the things we can do, we can just draw a cute little trend line to kind of see where we need to sustain above. However, I will say ever since Thursday, August 17th, we have been holding the line. We've been holding this trend line that was done over here. So this is good. This is fantastic. Just as long as we don't fall below this trend line, we should be fine. So what I'm thinking is going to happen with XRP, just as long as we don't get any really kind of crazy news, we're probably going to continue to ping pong up along and continue to make a little bit of upward action. However, we got some heavy resistance over here at approximately 61 cents. So just as long as we hold the trend line, things are going to be fine. But this is kind of a trajectory, a price trajectory for XRP. We could potentially hit 61 cents at the end of the year. Okay. The end of the year. End of the year. Now let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. This is our current Bitcoin chart. We're going to go ahead and remove all the drawings and do a brand new naked chart. Why? Because that's what we're doing right now. Taking a look at Market Cipher. Market Cipher, I think, printed the red dot, and it looks like we're also a little bit exhausted on price. You see these swing wick highs that occurred earlier this week. We hit about $28,700. $28,700. Okay. So this is what we're seeing now. This is going to be on the daily chart, and let's go ahead and draw a little bit of a trend line. Bitcoin, kind of similar price action to Ripple. We're in this area here. So we can draw this cute little triangle here, this cute little adorable triangle. This is what we're doing. We are above the EMA 200, which is good. However, I'm not seeing any substantial area for price to continue to go up. Okay. I'm not seeing that yet. What I am seeing, I'm seeing some more kind of consolidation. So I anticipate we'll probably do something like this. Okay. And until we actually break above and sustain 28,000, I'm not going to be crazy bullish yet. Okay. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all can go ahead and do what you want to do. We're still in a bear market. We're still operating on a 4-year cycle. Halvening is still 4-year cycles. That could potentially change in the future, but we're not quite there yet. Also on YouTube, you guys, we have 165 of you amazing people, but only 97 likes. We need at least 169 likes. Also at the top over here, we have a vote. We have a poll. Okay. Are you joining the Black and White podcast today on Spaces? Hotep Jesus and I, we do have a podcast we do generally every Mondays. He couldn't do it this weekend or this Monday. I can't do it next Monday. So we're going to be doing on Wednesdays for the next 2 weeks. I have a funeral Monday. Also to you guys, I'm not going to be live streaming on Friday. I will be taking like a little mini vacation, but I'll still do pre-recorded videos for y'all all weekend. Also too, on Monday, I'm going to have pre-recorded content that I'm going to do with like the upcoming news. That's when my sister's boyfriend's funeral is. So I need to be there to support her. It's an old school Irish Italian funerals or Irish Catholic funeral. So I'm going to be there from like 10 a.m. to like 8 o'clock at night. But I'm going to get some content out for you. So just bear with us. But now, kind of taking a look at what's going on. Let's get in and start covering the news. Okay. So this is from our friend Jeremy Hogan. What ended up happening yesterday, I did a TikTok short for our YouTube short for you guys. This is what happened. Thank you for the heart. So what happened was Judge Torres rejected the SEC's interlocutory appeal. Basically what the SEC wanted to do is, what happened was Judge Torres ruled that XRP was not a security sold on the secondary market. It means you can buy or sell, trade it, do what you want to do on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Kraken, whatever the heck you're using. Okay. FEMX, I don't know. I don't care. But that's what they agreed to. Okay. And the reason why there is no investment contract. And again, that's one of the prongs of Howey, and there's quite a few different prongs here. Okay. Now, with that being said, the SEC got pissed off about that because the SEC just wants to call whatever it is they want to call a security. Thank you for the rose. That's beautiful. Thank you. But they want to call everything a security. Why do they want to call everything a security? Because they want to stifle innovation in America. They want to hurt the economy, and they want to control every single thing that you're doing. Why do they want to do that? Because they don't want to see any of us win any way, shape, or form. They don't. Okay. The SEC is very infamous for not doing their job. The SEC will literally, they go out and they find people, they do this and they do that. But are they really doing their job? I want to say Goldman Sachs. It was Goldman Sachs had, forgot to submit like 100 or excuse me, there were some discrepancies with like 163 million trading transactions that they were supposed to submit to the SEC over the last 10 years, and they got a $7 million fine. They bring in like $50 million every year, or $50 billion every year. So this is atrocious and ridiculous. Okay, the SEC directly overreaches 24/7, 365. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and cover exactly what happened. So this is from Jeremy Hogan. Okay. He's an attorney. He's a friend of the channel, and he's just kind of talking about what happened and why this is so important. So in July, Judge Torres found that some of Ripple's institutional sales of XRP were unregistered securities offerings in violation of the federal law. So some of the institutional stuff was in fact a security. Okay. So they got clipped for that. Okay, fine. But she did rule that XRP sales by Ripple did not qualify as security transactions. SEC sought to file interlocutory appeal, thank you, mixing, related to the later part of Torres' ruling. They argued that it set a dangerous precedent for applying securities laws to crypto. And it did 100%, because if you cannot define what a security is in the crypto asset space, number one, you're hurting technology, you're hurting code, you're hurting innovation, you're hurting jobs, you're doing all these things. Okay. The SEC needs to actually, in fact, get it together. So today or yesterday, we found out that Torres denied the motion to appeal or to file an appeal. She says that the SEC failed to meet its burden under the law to show that there were controlling questions of the law or that there were substantial grounds of differences of opinions. The trial date set for April 2024 and other issues still need resolving. The SEC wanted to appeal the case. So the SEC can, in fact, appeal the case. It can, but they have to wait till April of 2024. Okay. April of 2024. And with that being said, they would need to continue to prove their burden. Part of the way court cases work is the burden of proof. If you're going to sue somebody, that's fine. You can sue anybody for anything, okay? But what you need to do is you actually need to prove that there was wrongdoing. Again, I had a real estate case and I had to prove that the seller sold me that property and they were the ones that did the illegal additions. I was really close to proving it. And I knew it was them for sure just because of some of the verbal things they said. But in fact, we just went ahead and settled, okay? And that's what you have to do when you sue somebody. The SEC is not proving anything because they haven't done their job. They're just using taxpayers' dollars to kind of go after these companies like Ripple, and it's unjust. Okay, I'm not saying Ripple's perfect, but again, it's ridiculous. Now, Bill Morgan is an attorney. The SEC lost big. It lost on all three elements. It needed to satisfy the test for certification for an interlocutory appeal. The court found 1, there was no controlling question of law, and 2, there was no substantial ground for differences of opinions or conflict decisions with library and Terra Lab cases. An interlocutory appeal would not materially advance the ultimate termination of the litigation. A complete loss by the SEC on every element, totally smashed. So basically, he's just saying how stupid the SEC is and how ridiculous they are, okay? Now, there's some very important dates that we do need to cover coming up for the case. It's still not over. April of 2024. There's going to be some more things that need to get resolved. However, in the meantime, we have done a great job. And I'm telling you guys, and I've told TikTok, I'm telling my babes, which again, you guys, you need to go and smash a like. This court ruling thus far, this case law is going to be used with a lot of other crypto cases. And now we're just going to see Library go ahead and be able to actually appeal the judge's decision and indicate that Library is not a security on the secondary market. And I fully believe that most of these crypto assets are not securities. I don't think they are. Unless the team is actually promising people or the exchanges are promising people that they're going to make money. With investments, can you make money? Yes, but you can also lose money, and the exchanges aren't promising those things, okay? And that's what makes the situation sticky. However, all of this could have been resolved if the SEC would have done their job, but they're not going to because Blue Man put this a-hole in office. Now, what's going on over here? So here are some very important dates. December 4th, parties should submit any motions and all required pre-trial filings. Oppositions to any motions should be submitted by December 18th of 2023. April 16th, 2024, important dates. Counsel for all parties should appear for a final pretrial conference. Before that conference, counsel for both parties, along with parties themselves, should meet in person for at least 1 hour to discuss a settlement. So we're probably going to see some sort of settlement between the SEC and Ripple. And again, I don't have the data in front of me, but I also don't know how many cases the SEC has lost. Okay. And in this particular case, even though it may be a settlement agreement, this is a massive loss for the SEC, a massive, massive loss, especially to American people, because we're kind of looking at them like, and especially globally, we're all looking at this predatory third party entity, and we're like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are we doing here? It's sad. It's really, really sad at this point. So massive shout out to the XRP community, massive shout out to all the other crypto asset companies who are going to be able to use this case law to actively fight back, because we have had it. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the next story. We're going to talk about Coinbase. Okay. Also too, this is from Babacugs. They posted this over here. I can't read. Is this from this over here? I can't read it. Oh, it's over here. Wait, is this the calendar? No, I can't read it. Oh, I'm old. I can't read it. A good point by Pink Knoll. In dismissing the interlocutory appeal, the judge makes it clear that all sales on exchanges are not somehow exonerated, just Ripple sales in the big case. It leaves the door open for the SEC to sanction against other tokens and securities. Yeah, so this is what this person said over here. I kind of disagree, though. I kind of disagree. The reason why I disagree is because if there's no investment contract by the exchanges that you're guaranteed to make money, how can they show that these other crypto assets are securities? So it's a good counterpoint. I get it, but at the same time, each case will be litigated. Each case will go to court and they'll talk about it. But I don't see how they're going to be able to prove if they exchange and promise making whatever. So anyways, that's what's going on with that. Let's get into the next tidbit over here. All right. So this is from Miss Eleanor. Now I asked John Dean what his initial reaction was to Judge Torres' ruling. He told me. She made it clear that her decision was about XRP in the case. In some, she made it even clearer that excluding Bitcoin, XRP is the only digital asset with legal clarity. So again, Mr. Deaton said that right now XRP is the only asset with or crypto asset or digital asset with legal clarity, and he's correct. However, like I said before, they will use the XRP case law, or the Ripple case law, to litigate in court and to prove that their crypto asset is not a security as well. And I think a lot of these companies have a good chance. But again, you guys, if it wasn't for Ripple, we wouldn't have this type of legal clarity or defense. 230 of you beautiful people. Let's get us up to 169 likes. Come on, baby. And also too, Hotep, Jesus, and WendyO spaces. We're going to be going off. We are going to be going off. All right, let's get into the next part over here. All right, so this is from Ripple. This is some more good news. Ripple secures major payment institutions license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. I told you guys that Southeast Asia is going to be doing some really awesome things. They're continuing to grow, continue to build, do all these things while America's getting left behind because the people that are running our country are a bunch of a-holes. So Ripple Singapore subsidiary now has its major payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This follows the in-principle approval of its license application in June. With the full license, Ripple can continue to provide regulated digital payment token services in Singapore. Garlinghouse said that Singapore has developed into one of the leading fintech and digital asset hubs, striking the balance between innovation, consumer protection, and responsible growth. And the side note here is over 90% of Ripple businesses is outside of the US. So let's talk about that a little bit. So this is fantastic. Super, super fantastic for Ripple and Singapore and, you know, the growth of the project and the company, yada, yada, yada. But again, you guys, very sad that 90% of Ripple's business is located out of the United States of America. Why is this sad? Well, because America used to be the hub for tech, and it's not. Southeast Asia is because they have a lot more legal clarity on what people can and can't do. In addition to that, they also like to push innovation. They like innovation. They want people to thrive and build and to grow. Yes, they do have laws, but at the same time, they have clarity what people can and can't do. And we don't have that in the United States of America. So again, a lot of these crypto companies are moving their projects and companies overseas to hedge against the US legal system. That's what it is. That's what it is. So I want you to think about that a little bit. Think about how predatory this stuff is. Next, Binance. Okay, we talked about this story yesterday. This one we got, so we'll go and get that out of there. All right. Okay, this is the good story over here. Oh, I forgot. Well, yeah, we'll do this too. Also, too, we talked about Ripple. Now let's talk about Coinbase. Coinbase obtains major payment institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Coinbase has been granted a major payment institution license by Monetary Authority of Singapore. Similar to Ripple, the license allows Coinbase to expand its provision of digital payment token services to individuals and institutions in Singapore. Coinbase is one of the largest crypto asset companies in the United States of America. They've partnered with ICE. They also help. They also help the United States of America essentially liquidate their holdings anytime crypto is confiscated from people. They have a partnership with the, not necessarily a partnership, but they are mandated from the IRS through the courts that they have to turn over any type of data because the IRS is going to be collecting on crypto people. So we have all these things that Coinbase is doing in the United States of America. But Coinbase has been very aggressive in 2023 to branch out. Why are they branching out? As we can't do anything in the US. You literally can't do anything in the US any way, shape, or form anymore when it comes to crypto. And why would you want to just keep your business in the US when there's regulatory uncertainty? It wouldn't be a good hedge. I'm also considering keep moving myself out of the United States of America because it's just absolutely ridiculous. It really, really is ridiculous. And I might actually drop a video about that later, discussing it. I might. Because it's getting hard to operate and do anything in crypto. Like even in New York, like those of you who are in New York, you guys only have access to like Coinbase and Gemini and you get like 5 crypto assets. It's like ridiculous. Like they think you guys are stupid, but they allow for all different other type of ridiculous things to happen in New York. It's dumb. But let's talk about this. And we're going to talk about how the Ripple case segues into the Coinbase case. This is from Mr. Paul. He's the chief legal officer at Coinbase. The SEC just filed its opposition to motion to dismiss their case against Coinbase. It's more of the same old, but just don't take my word for it. Take a look yourself. Let's go ahead and cover this over here. So basically, the SEC asked a judge to deny Coinbase's motion to dismiss a lawsuit by the regulator. The SEC believes that some tokens on Coinbase are securities. Coinbase alleges that new tokens could be, Coinbase allegedly knew that some tokens could be securities. Coinbase's CLO, Paul Grewal, disputes the claim. He said the SEC continues to make sweeping claims of what the law must be without any citation. Coinbase says the listed assets are not securities and are not within the SEC's jurisdiction. Okay. What does this mean? This means the SEC is claiming Coinbase listed securities. The SEC is claiming that Coinbase knew that they listed securities. And what happened? Well, the SEC failed to put in any type of legislation, any type of law, any type of guidance that indicates what is a security and what isn't a security. So how would Coinbase know they were listing securities if there's not a list of crypto assets that are securities, if there's no guidelines? 1 + 1 = 69. And you see the problematic behavior we have here. Do you understand yet? Do you understand yet? It is honestly ridiculous. It's honestly so ridiculous to see this all unravel and be so problematic. It really, really is. And again, more taxpayer time and money. Now, Coinbase is delisting 80 assets. Okay, we read that one. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, but these are all the assets that Coinbase is listing. Probably because there's not a lot of liquidity for a lot of this stuff and with some of the trading pairs. And, maybe they think that these projects might get hit by the SEC. Who knows? So they're just actually going to go ahead and delist them. I personally think it's liquidity issues. I don't think it's because it has to do with the SEC at all. Because again, sounds like it's pretty easy for Coinbase to dispute what is a security and what isn't a security with the courts, because the SEC keeps making themselves look stupid. It just kind of is what it is. It's sad. It's embarrassing. All of these types of things. Okay. It's all these ridiculous types of things. Good morning to everybody. I know I don't know if I'm gonna go to Dubai for token 49. I probably will go to Tokyo when they have it there again, or Asia when they have it there again. That's what I think is gonna happen. Anyways, let's talk about this story here. Crypto goes on trial as Sam Bankman-Fried faces his reckoning. And again, this is from the New York Times. The FTX founder uphill court battle starts Tuesday after he has come to symbolize everything that went wrong in the cryptocurrency industry. So let's go ahead and break this down and talk about it. Okay, first off, we have a massive mainstream media news entity blaming tying Sam with crypto. Sam Bankman-Fried did operate a crypto asset exchange. Sam Bankman-Fried on FTX also, I think they had stock trading or synthetic stocks as well. So it's not just a crypto thing, okay? But what the public servants are trying to do, they're trying to prove how bad crypto is instead of, talking about where they failed, the lack of regulation. You see how that works? You understand how that works? And this is why the behavior becomes so problematic here. Now, with that being said, oh, I know what I have to do. Oh, I just got a random thought about the curtains in the rec room I have. So what's happening is that Sam Bankman-Fried and his family and the Biden administration and the blue people, and again, probably some of the red folks, they really wanted to destroy crypto and completely regulate it into the ground so we didn't have any types of freedoms, okay? Sam had some potential crypto regulatory bill that was being put out or suggestions and basically wanted to force everybody, basically wanted to make FTX the end all be all, but he got caught being illiquid, got caught with fraud, stealing whatever. CZ kind of exposed him to an extent here. Okay. So again, this isn't a crypto problem because crypto is a decentralized entity. Same with Bitcoin and NFTs. They're decentralized ecosystems. They're decentralized code. Anybody can use them. Most of these things are open source and public. Now, that being said, FTX was a business and it was ran by a bad guy. And the entire crypto industry is getting blamed because of one bad actor. And that's not how it works. But they're doing this to lie to you. They are doing this so they can continue to put pressure for regulators to come in and press and pass very, very predatory regulation. That's what's happening. And I don't like it. But again, they're going to use this guy, Sam Bankman-Fried. And I was on the airplane this weekend flying back from Cypherpunk in Florida. And I was sitting next to old school TradFi guy. And he was just saying, oh yeah, crypto's bad. Look at this scammer, Sam Bankman-Fried. So I had to explain to him how that worked. And it wasn't just, crypto is not bad, etc. So it was a bit of a debate. He was an older gentleman. But at the same time, it's very sad because the people that are watching mainstream media news are the older generation. And it's just what they're doing is they're just destroying, the blues are destroying America. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say it. Anybody who's buying this narrative, anybody who's pushing this narrative is destroying innovation in America. They're destroying the economy and they're destroying all good that we have here. It is. Or the opportunity for good. Are there bad actors? Yes. There's bad actors in banking and healthcare and beauty and fitness and gardening. I don't care what you call it. There's bad actors everywhere. Okay? Bad actors everywhere. And I'm just sick of it. I'm really, really, really sick of it. But again, this is what we get. So what do? It's good that you guys watch my content. It's good that you guys watch other crypto YouTubers so that we get this information out. And this is why I scream at you guys to like and share this stuff. Shout out to the Professional Nomad 199 Super Chat. We have 241 beautiful people. We finally surpassed 171 likes. And I need you guys to get me up to 200. Get me up to 200. Smash a like. Tried It Finder said, Gary said the FCC does care about Congress worries. Wish he'd move as well. I wish that Gary Gensler would just resign, but he's not going to because he's getting a paycheck for approximately $384,000 a year. And why would he want to go? It's not just blue, it's both sides. Well, Mr. L, I'm unfortunately to say most of the politicians that were bribed were on the blue side. Sam Bankman-Fried was Biden's second largest donor. President Biden put Gary Gensler into office. Elizabeth Warren continues to make really frivolous and untrue claims about crypto assets while we have the red people actually trying to push positive legislation for crypto. So unfortunately, and I hate to be politically biased, but it's not really biased because when you're looking at what's happening, a lot of it points to this particular side. Yes, are both sides corrupt? Yes. Do I have a problem with both sides? Yes. But in this particular scenario, what's going on? Not all. Yes, but not all, my lady. It's unfortunate all the way around. It is, but yes, again, most of the terrible things that are happening with crypto are happening from the blue side, not the red side, okay? That's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not saying that the red side is perfect because they're not. I'm just calling out what I see here. Okay, because we could talk about the reds and how stupid they are when it comes to women's health also. I can talk about that all day, but I'm not going to. But with that being said, I just showed you where the red is bad and where the blue is bad is what it is. So in this particular case, we're going to call it how we see it. And that's what we do on the O Show. That's what we do here. All right, now, what is this story? Oh, I gotta read. What is this? BIS brings billion new data. DeFi. I don't know what this is. Okay. Was this the tweet for this? I'm like all over the place. What the fuck? What is this? Okay, BIS. This is mixed up. What is, I'm sorry. Where's my Cointelegraph stuff? Oh, that didn't pop up. That's why. Give me a second. Oh, here. Oh, okay. This is here. This is a weird link. Okay. So BIS EU central banks building data platform to track crypto DeFi flows. I don't think this is the right story. Is it? No, this is not the right story. Oh, we'll go ahead and pull it up. Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. If it is, the headline is horrible. What the I don't know what this is. This is not... Cointelegraph is ghetto. They've always been ghetto. All right, let's go ahead and get this out of here. I'm just going to read from the notes because this article is weird. Anyways, so FTX SBF charges valid despite lack of U.S. crypto laws, DOJ says. Again, this is going to be interesting with the lack of laws of crypto and the DOJ. DOJ responds to SBF's request for reconsideration of charges related to the misappropriation of funds. SBF argued that FTX was not regulated in the U.S., making him not guilty. And guess what? I agree with him. I agree with him here. You want to know why? And this falls on our public servants. Why does it fall on the public servants? Because they failed to do their job. And now look at what is happening. And maybe they failed to do their job so the DOJ couldn't go after Sam for committing all these atrocious crimes. Who knows? I don't know at this point. In a motion filed in court on October 4th, the DOJ called SBF's argument irrelevant. They stated that laws prohibit asset misappropriation. They said that SBF committed substantial misrepresentations and stole money. They also claimed the absence of regulations doesn't affect wire fraud allegations. That I can get. But Sam does have a very valid argument here, and his business wasn't in the United States of America. It was in the Bahamas. And Gary Gensler knew about it and didn't do anything about it. And another interesting thing, if FTX US was in fact solvent, 1 + 1 = 2 here, kind of, sort of. Anyways, let's talk about the side notes. Judge Clappin said that the trial was expected to take about 6 weeks. 12-person jury panel announced includes a physician's assistant, librarian, and a nurse, rail line workers, and retired corrections officers. Anyways, that's weird. Now let's go ahead and talk about all the different FTX connections that we have, okay? So we've got a connection over here with Ericsson. This is from Mr. Jonathan Decent. I'm not even going to read it. And then we got this one here. What if I told you we've uncovered the direct links of collusion between Citadel, FTX, Gary Gensler, Mark Elias, and likely NSA? Objective to destroy crypto, quarter traditional equity debt securities market, wreck middle class, rig elections, and usher the Great Reset. What did I tell you? So we got FTX over here, partner with the World Economic Forum. We got this dude over here. We got these guys over here, and then over here. Digital assets from Forbes. Co-organized by billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried's crypto derivative exchange FTX, the SALT through the Leadership Forum, founded by Anthony Scaramucci, Skybridge Capital. Crypto Bahamas featured guests ranging from former President Bill Clinton, ex-Prime Minister of the UK Tony Blair, and NFL star Tom Brady. I don't know about how true this is over here, but it is something kind of important to think about. I do believe that the objectives were all of these are correct: to destroy crypto, corner traditional equity debt securities market, wreck middle class, rig elections, and usher in the Great Reset. I agree with this because I've seen a lot of evidence with it. I don't know about this thread, though. The way it's worded is kind of weird, but everything that we've seen happen with FTX and with Sam Bankman-Fried, it's kind of making sense here. Also, too, FTX has a connection to giving stolen funds to Congressman Jim Hines of CT. So Act Blue, BML, Antifa for the Progressive Caucus is getting donors through CT DMV of U.S. Senators Murphy's that gives $700,000 per month. So that's what that is. And then over here, FTX also has connection to Sean Casten, Democrat, who was the subcommittee of digital assets, financial technology, and inclusion, all while SBF's brother, Gabriel brother worked for him. And then over here, wow, this guy is really doing the work over here. And look at that, Barbara Fried's state of mind gap. She's telling donors to give everybody votes, aka voter registration per grep, to help Democrats win 2020 elections. Freed is the mother of SBF and the founder of former FTX CEO. Fun fact, we just almost certainly implicated SBF and FTX in the stolen 2020 midterm elections. I don't know if that's true or not, but Sam's mom did a lot of bad stuff. So now we've got all this information here. My mind actually hurts because can't even really comprehend what's happening because it's just so much. My mind's not comprehending. The math ain't math in here, but I understand how bad this is. I really understand how bad this is. All of this is not all of it is going to get exposed. It's not going to get covered in mainstream media, but this was the intent. And if you guys don't understand how bad it is and how we should be worried, we should be concerned. They want to take away our liberties. Everybody's like, oh, well, he was so dangerous and bad. Let's just go ahead and regulate it. It fixes everything. The damage was done to our industry. It was done. But, is what it is. Now, with that being said, it's kind of hard to tie all this together. I needed more information, but it's okay because it's a lot here. Now, let's talk about what's going on. Oh, you know what, Mixing? I'm going to go ahead and do another video on this. Thank you for providing that to me. I'm all over the place right now. And we'll go ahead and do our second video on that later. Okay. All right. So rumors from the ETF guys, the SEC is bringing in relevant parties for meetings. So the rumors that SEC has been sending feedback and holding private meetings with applicants regarding their spot Bitcoin ETF filings. I think the Bitcoin ETF filings will get approved, but it's going to take some time. Again, Q1, Q2 of 2024. So this is more about it. This is this. Oh, okay. This is the right article over here. So Biz EU central banks building data platform to track crypto DeFi flows. So the Bank for International Settlements and a handful of European central banks created Project Atlas to track crypto transactions. Aims to provide insight, info, and economic implications to the crypto sector, citing a lack of transparency and potential risk to financial stability characterized by high-profile failures. It combines data from data exchanges and public blockchains. Initial findings show significant inter-exchange activity. The project will expand to include more data sources and analyze Ethereum and DeFi. Cool, great. We already have platforms like this and programs like this and services like this in crypto anyways. Cool. Crypto is supposed to be transparent. Do what you want with it. And if those of you who are paying your crypto taxes and not doing anything bad, you don't have anything to worry about. All right, let's talk about the U.S. debt. U.S. debt, my favorite thing ever. So the U.S. added $275 billion in debt in one day. The U.S. debt is now at approximately $33.442 trillion. It hit $33 trillion just 2 weeks ago and is on a pace to rise by $1 trillion in a month. $247 billion. $275 billion. $275 billion. That Great Reset sounds real good, huh? We love the Great Reset. Chef's kiss. Picasso, I love it. But it's just politics. Inflation is transitory. Your mom is transitory. All of these things are transitory. It is what it is. Press the like button. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into our next story over here. So Kevin McCarthy was removed as Speaker of the House. Why was he removed as Speaker of the House? Well, this is the first time in history it's happened. McCarthy faced GOP opposition since his election, accused of not representing GOP interests. And last similar vote in 1910, McCarthy lowered the removal threshold in January. Patrick McCarthy becomes Speaker, which is pretty interesting stuff over here. And this is from Hotep Jesus. So Kevin McCarthy ousted as Speaker of the House. What you need to know. McCarthy's removal came after his willingness to collaborate with Democrats on a spending bill and allegations of a secret deal with Mr. Byron. The market first time in history that a House Speaker has been ousted. The removal followed a motion to vacate by by Chair Rep. Matt Gaetz, with 8 Republicans and 208 Democrats supporting McCarthy's removal. Patrick McHenry was designated as acting speaker until a new House leader is elected. McCarthy's hold on the speakership has been tenuous since his election in January, with opposition from conservative Republicans. Gaetz accused McCarthy of not representing the interests of GOP caucus. And then, we covered all this stuff. So shout out to Hotep for this breakdown. And now over here, did Kevin McCarthy take money from Sam Bankman-Fried? So Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy, and again, this is a different McCarthy. There's a McCarthy and a McHenry, but it looks like over here, Republican Representative McCarthy has been removed as House Speaker. And I think that Ben is right that he was one of the politicians that did actually accept compensation. Interesting though, right? All right. This is great news over here. Why are we excited about this? Gary Gensler, faux Patrick McHenry comes Speaker pro tempore. Role will hold unless a new Speaker is elected by the House. What does this mean? This basically means that someone that doesn't like Gary Gensler just got kind of like almost a promotion, and hopefully we'll get this a-hole out of office. So this is positive. This is really, really great news. And I'm very much here for it. Very, very much here for it. That makes me happy. All right, let's go ahead and talk about this. Oh, these are the partners for the show today. So we got to do this. Oh, something happened. Why? Hold on a second. No. We just got in trouble on TikTok. Yikes. We just got okay, well, you'll take 24 hours to review your appeal, so I can't go live on TikTok. Woohoo. Somebody reported me. So thank you so much for the person that reported me on TikTok just for talking about a particular actual truth that's going on. So I guess on TikTok, we can't talk about adult stuff because if you disagree with somebody, then they get mad. Oh, well. I don't have time for that. It's, what, I love being on TikTok, but the people over there, the lack of critical thinking and the lack to actually want to do better for yourself is just mind blowing. And it's mostly American stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at our partners for the show today. Okay. So if you have an FTX or Celsius claim, this is going to be for you. So let's talk about the claim market and how this works. Again, Cherokee is our claims market by Cherokee Acquisition are our partners. Okay. So claims market by Cherokee Acquisition has traded over 125 million in crypto claims. And FTX prices has risen on the claims market. And this is going to be right over here. Okay. Claims market by Cherokee Acquisition is a platform dedicated to simplifying the market for trade claims. Get the best price for your claims, fasting closing for claim sales. Basically how it works, sellers can go ahead and list your claims on the site and upload necessary documents. Sellers can also review others' asking prices. They curate all claims and only list scheduled or allowed. Buyers can scroll through these claims and select which ones they would like to bid on or purchase. They have all the same agreements needed. A simple assignment of claim SAC agreement. It's fair to both buyers and sellers. Also, you guys check out the buyer's agreement and seller's agreement and watch the video explainer. I highly recommend you watch my interview with the team. If you're somebody who does have a claim and basically what this is if you don't want to wait for the bankruptcy thing to go through, because who knows what's going to happen with Celsius at this point. It's an absolute mess. I wish they would have winded down in the beginning and done whatever they're going to do. They wasted millions and millions of dollars. But if you don't want to wait for the claim to get paid out or whatever that may be, you can get the liquidity this way from these guys. So it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but we're here. Also to you guys, some altcoin shout out. So Rollbit recorded 38 million in September betting revenues as the token climbs. I don't care about the token's price at all, any way, shape or form. But this is kind of cool for them that they're doing really well. And it's a crypto company that's doing stuff. Also, Rollbit sponsor us. I would love to work with you guys. It basically allows users to trade tokens using quite a bit of leverage, and they burn their tokens, and it looks like they're making money and they're doing well. This next story over here, Maker Network activity reclaims 2021 bull market peak, more price gains. I don't care about the price gains, and I hate talking about this stuff, but if the network activity starts to get more positive and people are building and there's more activity there, it could potentially lead to a price increase. It also could lead to, little bits of rumblings before the bull market. Again, I'm not speculating on the token's price here. I'm just looking for market to turn around with different types of projects to indicate when we could potentially have a bull run. Also, Honda now accepts crypto for payments, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Shiba, which I don't know what, BNB, DOT, and more. Also, 2 friend tech users targeted by SwimSwap attacks, several Ethereum drained. The thing I don't like about friend tech, they've got great UI UX, but security not good. Use it on a burner phone. We're also on friend tech, so if you guys want to hang out with us over there, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Other than that, that's all that I got for you guys. That's all that I got for you guys today. We have the privilege of having about 300 amazing people in here, 220 likes. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to get going. I got a lot of work to do. I got to prep for my roast. But anyway, sending everybody love and light. I got to deal with the TikTok thing and see what happened. But anyway, sending you guys love and light. Wendy O is out. Bye-bye.